possibilities. Hostile TV, a world of endless possibilities. Hostile TV, a world of endless possibilities.
Coastal TV, Jumedi Fufaya by to Mpontu. It's about development. You discuss issues of national concern, issues of central concern, matters that concern central region and Ghana. Mpontu Sama offer Kepus, baby will be Mpontu Sama offer. Or your one and asadi, there or Sade or Mpontu, or the baby on the Yedin in Fubana over Transi. The way and what the man. Or your one and asadi, those Mpontu Baba Kepus. One and asadi, those Mpontu Baba Central region. One and asadi, those Mpontu or Baba Ghana Nara. Mpontu Sama offer Kepus, baby will be Mpontu Sama offer. Or your one and asadi, there or Sade or Mpontu, or the baby in the P and a Batanasi, women down of Yara. Live ever Coastal TV. Coastal TV, your own face, your own voice.
Mido, Gana Biana. Ah, I'm going to do about this one every time I just say, baby, shit. Mangashi.
Junior! I'm saying so enough for maybe the no.
Sister Cospa, it's a winning gas.
I'm using the why. My wife.
Down Yankanawa.
Ah, Sister Cos. Use gas. Gas ye fast, ye easy, ye convenient. And tell me wow.
LPG, let me see your hand. Ooh, I got yeah.
Coastal TV, Jumedi Fufaya by to Mpontu. It's about development. You discuss issues of national concern, issues of central concern, matters that concern central region and Ghana. Mpontu Sama offer Kepus, baby will be Mpontu Sama offer. Or your one and asadi, there or Sade or Mpontu, or the baby on the Yedin in Fubana over Transi. The way and what the man. Or your one and asadi, those Mpontu Baba Kepus. One and asadi, those Mpontu Baba Central region. One and asadi, those Mpontu or Baba Ghana Nara. Mpontu Sama offer Kepus, baby will be Mpontu Sama offer. Or your one and asadi, there or Sade or Mpontu, or the baby in the P and a Batanasi, women down of Yara. Live ever Coastal TV. Coastal TV, your own face, your own voice.
Anope mayamo achina yamo akwaba embra Coastal TV, your own face, your own voice. Ndasu ya memenda Nyankopon adawoma ozi achehebio kachirama da bojuma bojeru de frusani makata asefo ho woso eka atasefo ho oye na dumbi arakwa yabada wa asida no pay ehwe oye Coastal TV jumaza ya tunzin oye Mpontu memende biara nunson kopim nonkono yeze bro ansanda yakone yakofa news file yeze bro fi joy news anope mizinzi MALIK Ramsey nti baby e wo bia no ye mo achi yo na ya mo akwaba anope ye won komodi nkomo kakra wo ho ebedi papa enyim de nde na MPP fu warrior one election what waba na we one presidential ewo 2028 general election ntinde MPP fu nyina wako wakoto aba odo so breakdown ehu do oboto on kran do oboto Kumasi do oboto Central region, Western region, Western North, all the cities yedini nyina aba ha ye bohwe na yedini nyina so yedzi amon ende anope na bibia nso wa kwado fefefe damara ye bobo mozi na yensa campaign fu no bi na wa baka yen ho na man cross na no so wa koyi ye ba chance a imde Cape Coast and Takrade if Cape Coast are Takrade if Cape Coast are Edna eko commander eko shaman azia ekwan ofan oye single lane eyikwa na yiri badama na oti mpemfu ahihye bibi de if Cape Coast diko oye Takrade opede wo ye dual carriage obia nam no we ebe baasa wa ha na baasa wa ha na ebienu wa ha na ebienu wa ha head on collision bia yimba nti se ebe ye dwuma so dam na Ghana highway woko road ndo wakaye inspection wo hwede aha na kwan befa aha na yibefa na waka binum honedan waka binum honeja pati anopa yebotu ana morna ya commander kwan befa ho wasi nsembi kodo a onye honedaw abansam na orokodo ewo commander wabra abane ye kwan fi Cape Coast akota krade a onkoye mfam hon yebekọ ekoti hon na ya hwe na yedi bibia nso yedi akeka ho oncherry na Ghana Highway Authority hema mi ohwe the whole of Central region obefia ha no so yebetse ne nze kakra obandan na obubu nkofo ho dan why the war yendemi why hon ye nhyehyɛ bi abadina wo ka kyerɛ hon ne nyinaa no yebetse ne nda no pay ansa na yetum ya mahemudo nti aha ye Coastal TV, your own voice, your own voice, your own face, your own voice. In there 2025 na 2026 the best media house in the Central region. Yani yet today should have TV no so fe damara. Ya dan ya we abayaba. Yabako Ghana Highway Authority, yabako commander na yakwahwe ma orkodo. Koduhwe yebesesia.
Mido, Ghana biana. Ogo fa jebidi wi aba besu en fita no pa e say baby shi. Manga shi.
Junior!
I'm saying so now for maybe the no.
Sister Coach pa. It's who gas.
I'm using the why. My why?
Down yanka na wa.
Sister Coach. Use gas. Gas ye fast, ye easy, ye convenient. Wow.
LPG, let me see your hand. Who are gas? Yeah, oh yeah.
We sell gift shop, a place you can rely on. You call on us and we'll deliver. Thank you.
Mayensa yamo achievio na yamo akwaba Coastal TV, your own face, your own voice. About to touch on kakra, yepsere one. Enti demo si music amaken yaboko na yakoshe ma okrodo wo komanda demo music kan Ghana Highways Authority. Unwan ena ye kwan bia na wohwe e ma kwan nyina aha na odofa aha na odofa aha na oda kwan fa aha na oda kwan fa na so wo baye bibia nso a ukromafon obi biara ekwana wobotwen oba honen obama akamaka ho dem dan ebotwa efi ho dem due ebotu efi ho dem woli ahan hu ehwe TV ndo ebo hu de owo ho nkakranka dem ha Ghana Highway Authority CT 2652 no chiro obotwa na wo de efi ho nti wo dan wo ho wo store wo ho wo bibi wo ne wo de wa mark ho pepepe no che de wo baba na wa be demolition we tum wa ye kwan na yi na ye bi said na Ghana Highway wokro mpanyimfo ho wokro asase wonum ho wokro nwana agapade ne ye hoodze wo yi hono kwatwetwe nkomo bebi a hwesese aye commander junction ye boko commander na eho na mpanyimfo se bibi rekodo a onye hone daw nti wabokojan was kokko atu ho kwem na warma road minister president himself regional minister na ban wetum we hu de nzema okodun na hwanwa enje ho nti odzikan yenko press conference okrodo ewo commander one key assembly ho yenkete ma okrodo ho ye ba ma ho bia ye zbotedo
national project in Koba or ye do beginning no when you am ye meeting oh I'm not na kasa we am meeting I'm okay channel there. Road in what side and side. Ma wo be marking. I'm going to some question there. Marking our year. Na se chere dem. Na also maybe one market you won't do like but so from the middle to maybe open about 150 meters. The nyina ya task. All of a sudden you are no over market another market highways there you market. Your friend highway regional director okay post your friend also marking our ben because alcohol is number to so what highway regional minister highway regional director the only na highway so about marking na ya dey one just two obeda just as man self contractor and then kasai catch them there, marking our bay no highway for no bay on one motion. But one day the first one our bay it's a highway for bay, we marking there, one motion. The Anchasi, the pedal road minister of them. So initial Nangasan were chain there, but the way you have no hand. So Kevin no you know. I feel one Kevin more. We can't have no will you. Now what about to be a Kevin more? How come God over? I've been into other abandon. But Kevin Olin, when I say, no way you would, or a project, national project way. It's young to me, sees abandon one year. But baby and the corner done, one front two. Baby and the corner done, one front two. One two side and side. My young day, Ubia no I then. I thought, yet, damn it, what do her on your son, Papa? That's a man.
So from Charles Osei Owusu. Masama Makana and a pair in there. You know, I bear Papa. O send se wo bibi wo ho na obi ba fa wa bra wan bo wa mendia e ya no ya tete kakra e na yin de national project na wo ye yenwa jipa na ashase no wo bo susu side and side wo ba ye markings a o che de aha na line no wo ba fa ye nyina ya atase de onfa afufa fa ye na asase nkaka but ye nyina ya atase apaso ma ba na nkasa na 100 no wa ba ye ezim kakanka ano de yenyim de oye okay na ichi ye ha wa sana abade wo twa akomo one side ti obanda mo chere ye project o nyina no odo ye condemn na minyim de ansa na ko obi ni fie akwaji bibi no so ebo bokokoko ansa na ako ya ntahwe ye bisa yis minyim hwe even one of our markings simple e bisa one of us minyim hwe na o ye dam so za yem shishiba ye kese ibin mu akoma ebubu odidedem because na eja peza wa bre for so many years when ya no nyina oba fini nsem wa agbo bi mu yalba yɛntena wɔma ɔnkɔdo dam nti ma yɛpɛ dɛ yɛhuan dɛ saadze no ɔbɛka yɛn na project yɛ japadin nyala wɔma yɛnte obi mbra yɛn nkyɛn na ɔnyɛ no bɛkasa so ɔnka yɛn so a beebi a ɔbɛka no wɔma yɛnte na mo yɛn dɛ kwan na afa na wɔfa afa na afa no sisi a we push ni nyina aba one side nti to me mu ndai dɛ Ghana abrabɔ no odu beebi a kukulala abam dam na me mu ndai bi kukulala abam wo pɛ dɛ wo favor obi no mu na wade obi no mu de waka obi no mu hyɛ ano na anapɛ yɛn nyina ya sɔre yɛ gyina dɛ no wɔma yɛn ti bibi so ɔte dam da contractor na ɔbada ti do du fa yɛn nyina yɛ do na asam ɔde na asam kɔ so ɔte dam da ana contractor na ɔba ti do du fa yɛn nyina yɛ do na asam de na asam kɔ sɛ na yɛn brɛ ɛyɛ japadze dam na wɔn bɛ sɛ na yɛn nyim ho hwɛ nimda no na ogyina aba na name bibi anya ankra bi a wɔto ɔte ɔntum mbra na ɔmbaka bibi nkyɛn so obo contractor no wa ma wo bi sɛ contractor no kwa ya measurement na asa na ya extension da ko another side na eja another side na ya besre de wo ma yentin dam ta na be yeshie ma ya na asa ma yin de wo ma yenti bibi fi won o
ya yin de ya wa ha na yeti de aba na be ye ekwani oda ama yin nyina ye yin waje afa na afa wo kire mi kire he de wo ba fa afa na afa efi de ya wa ha ma yeti ayin de ayin na ya wo akwa afa no we gya ya akwa afa no wa abanye ni ji anu na yenti asima de pe ya de da na abande ombrem na amahwe me ye me ose de odi ye roto no Mpontu na ye nya asho de mbra ma asana
sibia ye wom no onfa asomdwe na pepe enfemma enti ye nyina ya abokojan aresla abande ombrem ntem ya monje nto ho because contractors nkra woba no woba be ye dwuma no apetre we threaten na mitimi fi a threaten me dem so mo me di bibi botu na akwam osu me di wudo onye fe ama aban na ni suade hu na emba ya tu enwe ahwa kwan ya ka wo mu ne a yen aban na ni safety ne hyehyere de ye ye kwan na emfa accident emfa emba the sise baby ya da no kwan ya da afa na de enya dia ye yi da me safety no ye yi safety na ato a che no kura and to wo hen enya compensation ya hwehwe ye pede ye de pepe ye eto ho no wutu afa kakra wugya fa kakra na asomdwe mbra ini ade a community nyina ye gitu enti ya mpin de obi ba kwa ka fechi ino no ne self interest enti wo bebubu ye nya nde ya de ye begya atumi nne ya chance ode ina egu ye nkwan mu
nti kakra okrodo ewo hinuanom anwa so wo commander wasi udziye okakra abanamre bio wasi worban wakade wafa hakakra na wafa yinyimfa kakra wafa tabin kakra nanso wo hwen wafa no one way na wozeko obandama nkofo onye honda onje padzi nyina na warji fi honin semen ni nyina na chirin oye Ghana Highway Authority one no bebe ya no amahen nti boko oye engineer Mercy Pine ono na ba Central Regional ha finfi manto ma ha oye Ghana Highway Authority on director yenkete ajude o ma anyi twetwe nkomo explanation a ozima hen na yemre sesia
nti ewono permit kra no ye ma obi enti ose meka no kra permit kra me ni bi assembly ne ka kire me plain say ewo de me ntu me incident but ma je me pension pay na me the matna container mu wo hwa nti na me pese me ye bibi ye solid kakra ma ba pension metnem enti no me ame me nse mafun enti we ye papa penny a o ka che say permit no cry ya mame because assembly ka che which means say assembly no ebi omo ka assembly ne ka no kure wo mu no e kire amanfo se ne America no nti te se pani a American wa ya amano assembly ne ka che ne se ye ntime mfa ma nanso o se nya hwe wo de ebi aban nya me ye nti wo de ma mempe ba bi mbo me sese kakra na mentina but e bre na du aha ana ebi nso wo ho a enye ni nyina mpo no mo kwa assembly ordinary table ko ti be bi aton ade a on kwa assembly aha ana bi o secures it is assembly na nko ho say stop work whatever obehwa na wabo ne kiosk kakra na otimu enti memfun assembly no bebre but omonso na ma ebinom mo permit so omonso na ho but the assembly is supposed to know what they are doing and they are supposed to know say since a reservation nko ade ebre bi beso a aban ebe ye ready say oba be ye kwan
emere boso a me director say there aban no anka aban na no we ntuma nso anka aban no we do yo number onye bi odo kawa be yusa nko aboko olo ma me de we su ne dze sika no onye bi me fa nchan anka be lu sumpo no rubu nti ye mama de ya shale so da ye na bi zembra no do oba ne ma adwuma bia ne ye zo gano so yim so kama gano yen koye na yimo we can he development o ye ocha you are say when me wo kakra babudi baby na keke bala na ya nyamboa papa mpo na wo ya the beginning of year 2 abewie so wo ka share the o ka ta eba na ndema pinje na tumesi nti ya sere be yen nya epere he komi efe nti pini ba akra awkara no wotum
efa kwan ne so no oka ebia na ekwan ya ebebo poto mu bran na say na wo ye maintenance cost ebeko form again transportation cost se osha efik tak kepo se kwata kradia dodo na se menstro menka ebia kwajuma if so benhu se foodstuff bebre wo kwan ne ho nti easy transport to market nti menfa na se o wa yenso do o pese o de ne niam quickly eba kepkos ebe ton a se first no na odi be 30-40 minutes wo kwan so a ebia time na o de be fi ayenso do beba eso beti if se kwan no aye papa ana ye ngina bebre nso e wo kwan so ana uyi eno nso fi so a tourism yenim say Cape Coast your tourist sites bebre sometimes because se pining sheda nye papa na say untime nkontema e discourage tourists it is a quine ya e be attract tourism and so and I say more people to the tourist sites na ye wo Cape Coast any your friend is saying any takrade no and so there are a lot of benefits you benya fi South project again safety and say safety are concern ama yenina especially head on collision obi say me overtaking obi na dey akoshi me say me show me nkan last month yenya serious accidents or commander nti say double road is say ya unshi ya yonko aha nti udi speed limit ye dey sisi so ne so a we all be safe ana oba pedestrians and so ye be foot bridges e wo populated areas no aha nti example me fa ne say Elmina market around commercial bank ho un say nkrofo twem ho ye very populated near the foot bridges nti along the road no baby e was ye hwe say dom etwem na aha access to ABA school and access to hospital na commercial areas no you be provide foot bridges send you be foot bridges and now pedestrian underpasses send you be separate nipa na etwem no efi vehicle speed and interchanges nso ebeba ho nti untime nye U10 wo baby akeke se metwem ma ye U10 obi dia bebo machi ye interchanges send ye bi wo kaswa kwan ne so ne ade no interchanges nso beba major junctions ne bi
like Peter Junction
say see our project now ya start ne dey pedunim okay peduni wa another phase and also enche bia no e beba so
it's a Peter Junction in road
new project way so another phase okay if me fan is a salt pond ebeba bedu junction and UCC second gate nti we near sha see if UCC after food bridge no the quarter credit another lot ebeba and another phase ebeba no ebetwa mu pedu junction nti pedu junction so that chain no so be interchange so
that's a main share that I answer so etuma ababaka that shows that you want to share
this month do have nti monthly reports nti say here information about the progress the best person to talk to is the supervising authority, which is the Ghana Highway Authority. What information biana obayewa betum example.
As I usually you may say on affect Ghana health transport.
Then because the sisi akwanya ye namsun aye de ye juma up and down no. Ye mfa ye nsa enka. Okay. Nti de bia wo sorry na say wo kɔ ejuma wo takrade a obetimi akɔ ejuma ekwan na eda ho sɛnea etina black ne woso na no ekwan ne da ho saa si ewie na sɛ ewie one side and now one section ye betimi move traffic abaso ni eyi nti for everything there is a bit of negative impact but it is not expected say project be affect transportation negatively. Okay. Nti den hyehyɛ nyina egu kwan mu.
Data ebi bakade finfimanto here na etuma hwede. Akwan bi wɔ hɔ a ommokra fanti bakana sɛ omoyon na so demokran na wɔ hɔ na mo oye kakra no ya asa hechi ye ne. I'm talking about press so. Oye akwan. Akwan so ɔwɔ mpefo na adwon no the mbibi baba beche hin ahwɛ ɔyɛ press so. Na ya sho oye fosu na ya muransa hono so nzamatre.
So which of the praso?
Praso chief praso. Okay. Yeah.
They can keep coast chief praso.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. And say wo krata so then make us say seriously under consideration.
Okay.
Say bibia ye o plan it. Okay. Na waba execution.
Okay.
And say it's at the planning and procurement stage. Abai etoto niema. Nti se bibia etoso pepepa ebia enche eho ne nso yebe ba ho. But in the meantime no there was a road na ye mo travel. Okay. So course so see a obehu say contractors was so mo patch potholes na abeba so no. Se na ebe ya ekwan no ebe ye mo travel a ye twen say yebe ye no foforo kra no. Yes, and a bear, obetimi afa so a bear more trouble amount, no faso, and says under consideration. The same for Nyamranza, a same for Sulu. Ubejema, if you are same for Sua, could do a friend is Kumasebe quite. Tina a year project no a year faces. Okay, ye can't hear if you be quiet about a same price, and the air if you a same price. Eba fosu nti se say a section aka na ye efi fosu eba nyamransa ai no so ewo aban plan nti se na amaka na ye plan na afi wa mobilize resources no if say won pese we don say abaka akoka na waje mato eno kra de na wa panish edomo no
nti yebada oye engineer Mercy Pine-Ase ono na ebe Central Region ha Ghana Highway Authority ono na oye director ohwe road ni nyina o Central Region ha nyina na wa ma an explanation kakran ye bompa na ye wogizi de explanation kakra o da ma heni nwana ekwana woreba ye fi oye UCC Westgate all the Kotakraden watsenase na wata abanase wata obibia ase makwan no so waye se wohwe so na bibi wo ha wonye ya na se compensation bi ho da wadze ma henu anu ma won fa ma hwan ansa na waye ekwan no ze ohia yan papa enu ye phase 1 onu ye phase 1 from UCC Westgate to Takrade we are phase 2 no so baba only from UCC
Westgate wa ula the basin ko pay the junction the basin ko sopon na man kesim na ade no so na phase 2 no baba tunti e bompai ihia kwan e wo Ghana ha no bobo hen ma bibia ye pede ye bia no wakoye na odzi amahen nti yemfa Cape Coast Takrade dual carriage another road project ni yemfensi yebada ho nyina ase papa we are live e wo Facebook Coastal TV we are live e wo YouTube wo message say pedeze ban fafa ho asa hwana ba pie ne ba kan nyina na yetumi yazama aha Coastal TV your own face your own voice Mpontu na yeguda yazebro ndano pe memenda bia no nson kopim oye nonkono ye wiape na ye ko joy yakofa Samson on the news file pemfu yazabro ba me da mo homa ba meba yebakwa akotuado nde eyedaka sedema NPP New Patriotic Party woto aba na weyi unwana ana obi obotun we begina party na name na 2028 so obotun we win power da mnyimpan ana the king makers inde okay na wa hwede de bia bokoye ya nti yetwa ye ho ya ba ye ba asorba oma wonyina wo grounds ho kakra yansa kan nyina vote na start dadado izini nyina yes babro hon kakra nkra until there jumazini nyina baba na ewie inde anope nti ye da ye ho ya ba sesi ai kodushe Coastal TV.
Mr. Dubois.
Well, we are live on their screens this morning, and it goes to Coastal TV. Coastal TV.
They are still in
existence.
existence.
Mrs. Nyame is here.
They are still in existence.
You know, she's refusing to grow, so I didn't even see her. Congratulations to the team. Yes, they said you should go and advertise with them. What's your own face, your own, is it your own world? Your own face, your own voice. Yes. And the world of endless possibilities. So please remember Coastal TV.
Mido, Ghana Biana. I'm going to do about this every time. I say, baby, shit. Mangashi.
Junior!
I'm saying so enough for me, be the no.
Sister Cospa, it's a winning gas.
I'm used to it, why? My wife.
Down Yankana wa.
Sister Cos. Use gas. Gas ye fast, ye easy, ye convenient.
LPG, let me see your hand. Who are gas?
We sell gift shop, a place you can rely on. You call on us and we'll deliver. Thank you.
Coastal TV, you may different for years by Mpontu. It's about development. You discuss issues of national concern, issues of central concern, matters that concern central region and Ghana. Mpontu sama offer Cape Coast. Baby will be a Mpontu sama offer. Or your one and asadi, there or Saturday or the Mpontu, or the baby on the Yedin Fuban over Trassi. The way and what the man. Or your one and asadi, those in Mpontu Baba Cape Coast. One and asadi, those in Mpontu Baba Central region. One and asadi, So the Mpontu on Baba Ghana Nara. Mpontu Sama offer Cape Coast. Baby will be a Mpontu Sama offer. Or your one and Sadi, there or Sade, or the Mpontu, or the baby. In the P, and a Batinasi, women down of Piara. Live Ever Coastal TV. Coastal TV, your own face, your own voice. And see, you go do your dawasi, Ederisha Coastal TV, your own face, your own voice, and the Anope, Yabada Wanasi, live on Coastal TV Nankasa Baby will be live on YouTube, your Echo, Facebook, and so we are live there. And so, Butuma Kona also comment now contribution, now suggestions in United Butum Zaba, Jumazin in Mpontu, it's development. You're doing in Mpontu or Kodua Ghana home. Initially, yes, the kind of the Dua carriage or Kodua Cape Coast case Takradi, yes, the Abro. Now, one affect one. They are calling to the government. The one brand explanation you on farm one. Now, road or Ghana Highway Authority. Hema Menso. Anti-Messi, so engineer Messi Pine, so I explain actually the rationale behind the demolition and the decongestion. The Morocco do Hunino. Yabadana said there was in Nasu or Graham. Says I'm a nearby politics kakra. In the Yadakasi Ozuma Henianum NPP. In the 31st of January 2026. Yet to a baby MPP fu will lose Papepe and Pajem kakra by was settling. Na we mpanyimfo na wose nde 31st oboto aba na we yi mpanyimfo a obada ana panyina obegina wana no 2028 na wetum why presidential candidate or the ama party ama bibia nso akoye nti mpanyimfo akakraka enum na wetu won de ende wogina MPP fo na wobo aboto aba won to mamo na wontum won begina na one presidential candidate one farmer NPP na ye mpanyimfo ya Canada Japan former MP Assenot I think so Dr. Edutrim former Minister of Education Dr. Mahmoud Baumia former Vice President Engineer Kobina Japan former General Secretary for MPP and Dr. Brian Champon. Yes, and also Okaho Papa, and Timpin for Numi in the Virginia na MPP, wetu watu aba na wazi amohon. Footage you cry na Cape Coast Iowa constituency bien. Your Cape Coast North, Cape Coast South. Fuso kakrana or kodon kranenti ashasana anyi kakranka video kakra Cape Coast North. Yes, Cape Coast North. Video and kakranka ashasro na your Cape Coast North and your Cape Coast South na menya starts kakra wa ha na MPP presidential primaries in 2026 total delegates for each region and say yes Greater Accra the capital of Ghana. Greater Accra MPP fund ubutun watu aba ewo ho woye 40,175. Okay. And see kodo one shemanyim na bibi ansam kodo and we are going through the total number of votes kodo ewo Cape Coast North kakranka ana yazebra wan mo bia so wenye bi na wetu wahwe bi ahana election nyina orkodo fe damaya onche yansa baka asorba nso na report kakra bia wo ma he na hwe yisifu no why krado matere was obi wa start voting ne dadado nti obi wa cast the vote binyin import woman but obviously obi okoto man ntena wetum wa cat voting fe dam nti background videos kakranka ena yeyi mo hon me pede producer hwe na ye hwe start kakra wa na yetum ye to na bibia nso okodue na odzima he nda no pay nti ye hwe okay nti ye gudun kakranka
egudu nkakrankra egudu ayedze brewan zimpayimfu na wochiechire na ochede nwa so wokona wakoto ho de ema bibia nso akodue na odze amahen na ya hweme bibia nso ayeye yebeyi yebohwe ma obokodo ho na bibia nso ayeye nti mpayimfu na wogudu a wo hwema obi ade izikan okoto na ba fefe nyo yenyi mpa oboto amanum but yenyim do oboto ara bibia nso akoye na odze amahen fefe dema okay nti okay akashe box nim auto an kakran auto watu area akusa akoshem yes first man awetum we vote eme bibia nso akodue ona ni nyina mpede mo to ho na yehwe ne nda no pe eme bibia nso okoye na odema hene nda no pe nti yebadase papa yedase nti yeboma more videos na bibia nso akoye na odama nti na mrema start eko Greater Accra we have 16 regions ewa Ghana ha so Greater Accra wona wo boto aba ho nde meka MPP fu oye 40,175 Greater Accra thing 40,175 Eko Ashanti region ehoni MPP one stronghold eho ye 36,626 36,626 ewo Ashanti region onche producers about to one we hu eba Eastern region 21,843 no about to aban 21,843 ewo Eastern region ewiene dama Western region okay Central region baby enya ye say Central region yes 18,718 Central region 18,718 no so babado ho eme bibia nso wa kodue na ozi amahen Central region 18,700 na bibia nso wa kodue yeko Western region 14,132 Volta region 12,589 Northern region 12,206 Upper West or Upper East 8,588 Bono 7,871 Bono East 7,840 Bono Upper West 6,429 Western North 6,429 Oti region 5,000 yes I know good if you Oti regional 5,495 ahafu esha ho ebohu 4,338 wia Savannah 4,155 Northeast 3,654 na diaspora for one was why 824 but that one minjindira about 2 because eba na eba about 2 amba intumuntu nti mayabo bo nyina all the 16 regions ye kan nyina ye dziboma oye 211,849 one and about 2 aba we one presidential candidate for 2028 the whole Ghana those who are eligible one awutu watu aban 211,849 nti start kakra yadi ama won ende anopayin nti yadasi papa producer yadasi papa ya dance papa there that to do na exam he na no penti on chere ye bokọ na yakọhwe na report kakra so ho na ye zaba but obi no nkodu a woto ho na ba woto no kakra woto no kakra producer videos ni bi ha fato do ma na ye hwe wona woto na wona wokoba asomdwi mbokọ ye nyina na ye toto asra ho na wo ma bibia nya bokọ na ebufu bia mba nwa na nwa nkonkonko da me no bi baka ehia nkonkonko nwa nkonkonko na woto wa ban ekaka nsem bi asabi wankoye ya wo opposition ana wo yes wo nkrofo no be use one against wala ema bibia nso akwa against nti voices kakra ho na ya hwe na bibia nso wa kodie megim di there Cape Coast South so kakra aba Cape Coast South so kakra aba nti no so ye bohwe na ye de bibia nso ye atotum kakra nka wo sa rekọ ho a man sha tare bia mfanko man sha tare nkasha de ami mu support benyini ana mu support de mani ana de papa na mu support ndabi man fanko ho ekwa na ahye ofiata fine na dzini na so eza akaka ho ema wakoma etum ato yemti election na wogudu nkakra nkran a wo hwe ema bibia nso akodo 13 kakra nti dem na oti Cape Coast North Cape Coast South asa asoreba wo ho Omar so ho any information so yebenye fi any other place bia no so Chairman Stephen Kojoahin and so wa to na ba fefe ono Cape Coast North ti wa to Cape Coast South so on chere boko na on to yekete ho de kakra na bibia nso wetum wa kodo on che kra ye boko line do na heni asorba no so bibia wo bia no report kakra ho no so wetum odi amahen na bibia nso wa kodo ye nti high Coastal TV, your own face, your own voice. Oye Cape Coast North na ahwe nti bibia bo hunu bia o che de oto aba na bibia nso akodi yenko break mra hu ana okay mayenda ye humra mayenda ye humra yeda ye hu ya basisi ayaba ye bokọ na ye kebisa asorba ahemfo na ogina poti ma orekodo ho na oye ana onye o ma hen report kakra yeda ye hu ya basisi ayaba ye ba botedo
Mido, gana ko fa jebidi wi aba besu en fita no pa e say baby she. Manga shi.
Junior!
I'm saying so now for me be there no.
Sister Coast pa. Enti woni gas.
I'm using the why. Why?
Down yanka na wa.
Sister Coast. Use gas. Gas ye fast, ye easy, ye convenient. And wow.
LPG, let me see your hand. Who are gas?
We sell gift shop, a place you can rely on. You call on us and we'll deliver. Thank you.
Coastal TV, Jumedi for Fire that by Mpontu. It's about development. You discuss issues of national concern, issues of central concern, matters that concern central region and Ghana. Mpontu sama offer Kepus, baby will be Mpontu sama offer. Or your one and answered there or said or the Mpontu, or the baby on the Yedin in Fubana over Trans. The way and what the man. Or your one and answered the Dodin Mpontu Baba Kepus. One and answered the Dodin Mpontu Baba Central region. One and answered the Dodin Mpontu on Baba Gani Minara. Mpontu sama offer Kepus, baby will be Mpontu sama offer. Or your one and answered there or said or the Mpontu, or the baby. In the P and a batinasi, women down of Piara. Live ever Coastal TV. Coastal TV, your own face, your own voice.
Yeah, but then when I said, oh, good, I watch Coastal TV, your own face, your own voice. Them will see, music can you catch on more than 211,000. Now, about 2 about MPP for we want presidential candidate. Now, your Cape Coast North, your Cape Coast, and your other places are information be able to years abroad. And I pay a sorry, but do Cape Coast North, some of the polling stations and on him paying for be Kasaka crack on expectations. Presiding officer Oshe, or yet Madame Emilia Nyako, Cape Coast North, ono, onye press kasai yenke say na voices nkaka wo nyina so yemfo ni yanka ka ho na yembrese ya
assistant electoral officer Cape Coast presiding officer for this polling station.
That's Cape Coast North.
Cape Coast North, yeah, sorry. What else do you want
and they pay number of booklet, number of candidate friend delegate Robert Twaba.
Booklet 710. But now delegate or your to expect 635.
Wow, 635 delegates. It's and the pay so far. We can start team, but preparation. Security.
BBI okay. Please finish now. BBI okay. Yeah, ready for the exercise.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We get today. O kwantinti bi o wie na abo ano ai me den yame mo hihye no si ndadue na onsoro bro na onsoro dokon won a wogina nyina wa MPP fo na mo ti biara ziban obi din oye fufu obi mpe bi pia pati na se nyina ye mo ye kra na ye party za wope na wogini tum na wogini di na obotum agi tum Azama amanye ku MPP a dibia ofina chiri na bufun bia enyi ho ina ebosom mimre ebi no akoma be sei ebi mo on sase on your wope nanso odo wo hu ndan hihye no mo time de mo ti bia yipa num na wo ko no mo kra no be di ku enti da ku yimi di bokor ho biara or their party in a yesu. We say, yeah, but I in the Yokoshi. Man can open and do community, but Pada. Man can there we pay and do community, but Barber. Man can there we pay and do community, but you don't some fata on a party wrestle on you bit. Ra Kade ye or Sonoba. Mobia to Muda today. Your Sonoba, ye MPP, Emma Magana. Ya to abana wieda na minyim ne de o de nkabom kuriye ntase odo no kwar na yedi kuriye yeda yedwuma no maku ibete aye yedi o se na minyim de MPP no obutum aye mo man afani tampefra odas yedas
no Academy of Arena
Aboto wa be
Arena of Liberty.
Aboto wa be Kwanda.
Mo Kwanda nyipa aboto ma no bonwin. Because when we know wa home papa. Nti akwan bi amenam do me ebe ye adwumaze mo bonwin no. Ye be mo enyi.
Yes.
Problem just been accountant. Secretary. Arena of Liberty.
Nti abarbo kwa wi na wo nsado wi le.
Oh, I mean, what is it? I did a match for a man. Oh, Baba, that's a Sabbath party. That's it.
Good morning. Na bibia boko. Okay. Akada wanya sa wonata. Mpacho akada wonata na. Bam. Akwa ba ya dase papa nti sese wetum ama nyimpa ba ya he na wetum wato ho aba. Mood out order what to then obinu waba enyije wom ana obinu waba wato na woko wato oda ho wogin my hand one reaction na environment ni to then. Share candidates in ana hona contest na obia ne picture ta na na tabi mfamba ho ehu bi dem ana bibia record fine.
wapro no mobile phone and fan ko inside na nkekere nkuta bebia eto aba no kwai na da ka che dey and for mobile phone fan ko and fa enter kura injer wa ba no enter no wa search we ansana nantuma beye menkinda ko sha be 30 steps ansana akọ eyiwadi card ekwa wa hwe pepe no buku num wo hwe buku num a wa hwe wudin na wa mark wa che bebi akọ ekwa no wo de ink no we da kan sa boy awiraba wo de ink kan sa yo be wi a na wa to ballot paper no wo da mo wo to sa na wa cho kona be for de bugu awon la we bugu da mo wa sa kwechiri bam sa kwechira la no kire we be can verify no de wo so de kitimu do na etukoto boss num nukwani ehwenhwe why bossa ebe so bitidun ebien adakapon ebien na bokwa kishim nti entum nkara menyanko ombe nti ni joma chan debi ekwala na akesefun bibia elufo fefe la ibia nya ha obia ayeboko fefe de ma
nti aba card na wodo to man voters ID card na party card. Hello. Okay. I the line yenta sorbanka. Asorba etimenka.
Amunya macho to papa.
Ene mi bi so de abazi na wodo aba card na wodo to aban.
Onye de abatu commission onye NPP amanye kurela won hihye ni mu no wo ye ne de tikitagan card the voters ID and passport and driving license the card the yaw be nanu itu twaba apart from health insurance.
Okay. The Yimde Central Region nyimpa more than 18,000 and a woboto Cape Coast North baby nyimpa hin na woboto aba
Cape Coast North nyimpa do a well chakwan there about to baby you know what to aban where 635 na ya chakwan there about to baby na the main enemy yeah what to aban.
And see, when you now one place and your polling stations in Odoso, how many polling stations now what to about Cape Coast North?
Yeah, that's the Cape Coast North polling station court saying, under me say party no when you about to come say there. Or that but what to repete want to them. And so what to repete musha one year polling station is big. Mom that them up ha look at me being you into Mr. Mokwa Yama also be doing him let the map na ban Pankasa or Hona to see Gamma. It's a police station court saying, and at the map to do no local. It is Elda, or a Bubonco in Sano electoral area. Not the not all Lancashire CCTV, one of basket cotton. Aha, where a police station. Now, say, shall get in a about one or
sorry back of you, Suman. I don't pay your badasi papa panacodo or baby. I basani abebu.
Yo, Maso Madasi.
I saw back of you, Suman. I know Cape Coast North on my report. Yenim there, and I pay walk around papa video training and I will go to training in an Alzheimer hand the agent. Can you book Cape Coast South and so no see a quarter of the Omar, no so ho, Eba Central Regional 10,718 na what to Aba MPP4. Also the Cape Coast North 635 no boto ho abande ti wa reshim dem wa shasen obokọ damara was at to abewi aneko enyubi 2 o'clock na wewie sa pede bo hwebe wo so work na ebutuma aba na abakan Dr. Mahmoud Baumia honorable candidate Japan Dr. Educhum engineer Kobna Aje Japan and Dr. Brian Achampon unhwana was wonjira na want to aba mo I Coastal TV your own face, your own voice. Yada ya ya bayeba, yabako Cape Coast South, na yakoti ya doho.
My expectation there, my issue will be mass movie baba. Our police will bring you man. If you have a pass movie to go Ghana, you ought to have if you are on your hotel on 2 number on. Familiar to Al Hassan. Was saying with now about my expectation there. I bear you to Abaya Smoggy, what the whole Ghana, in your hand, what's in nti bi akɔto abere bia na de ɔkɔhwɛ bibia onya abutar mo bebe bia yin juntum me expectation
me jeti de okwantinti bi o wie na abo ano ai me de nyame mo hyehyɛ no osi na bie na onsoro bro na onsoro dokon ho a wo gina nyina wo yɛ MPP fo na mo ti biara ziban obi din ɔyɛ fufu obi mpɛ bi pɛ apɛsi na se nyina yɛ mo yɛ kra na yɛ party za wɔpɛ na wɔgye tum na wɔgye ti na obotum agye tum ɔza ma amanye ku MPP a dibia ɔhwe na kyiri na bufun bia yi hɔ yɛn na yɛbosom memdɛ ebi no akoma bɛsɛn ebi mu wɔn nsa ase ɔnyɛ wɔ pɛ nanso ɔdo wɔn hu dɛ nhyehyɛ no mo ɔtan dɛ mo te bia yipa num na wɔrɔkɔ no mo kora na obedi ku enti da ku yi me di bɔkɔ ho biara ɔdɛ party yi na yeso wo sɛ yɛ butan dɛ yɛ kɔhwehwɛ tu man kada anye open yipa endunku yimti ba pada man kada wo yipa endunku yimti bobo abor man kada wo yipa endunku yimti ba ye don sem fata ono party mre so onye obeti bra kada ye osoro ba mo bia ti hu da se de ye osoro ba ye MPP yin e mama jena ya to abana ewe da na minyim ne de oden kabom kuriye ntase odo no kwar na yedi kriye yeda ye adwuma no maku ibede aye yedi o na me de MPP no obutum aye mo man afadi tampafura odas yedas
ya papa chairman ahin ono na ahwe no TV ni disease ano so wato na bewe okọ nti ma yerebon tofa nyina inde na MPP fu woto honaba na weyi obi a obegina ho party n'anyim 2028 na wokọ election mo ahwere butun abapa wo bie wa na ono na nde MPP fudwuma wo din makers nde obeyi nyimpa kro na wetun wegina ho na nem nyimpa num na wegina dem osi ezikanya kan the former vice president Canada Japan Brian Achampon Dr. Educhum the Kobneje Japan hone numi mema numi na wegina de wonto abama hon homukro omedi party nanyim na onwi ni power on farmer MPP Cape Coast Central Region nyina ye ka ho bi anope ya ma ho breakdown nyina all the 16 regions nti ye ka nyina boma nyimpa dodo a ana MPP 4 boto abande they are more than 211,000 over the whole Ghana 211,000 eba Central Region more than 18,000 Cape Coast North, Asoba Mine report says that there are 635 in a war to Aba, and now they are supposed to vote today, and then I'll pay 2 now happen at Wabawi and Ekofi. And see, also Cape Coast North, polling station 1 or Nat Hall, another CCTU gate, the basketball court, and no be BRI Cape Coast North to be a MPP, that's a qualified Ebako to Abana, Ebako, Nako to Waba, na Bibian Suwako Dio Nazamo, Cape Coast. Yebazoyi nti yebonda bonibia yinsi onche yebako Cape Coast South Omar Ben Abdallah ho na no so kakra hon odi amahena ya atwe ye guda ya twene mpanyimfu kura na biembi mo abaka hensa MPP nsami ai na nkomo kakra ho ayetum yenye ho na edi ma biemia so waye your own face your own voice and down on Coastal TV it's about development Mpontu asa ho na nsam na bebe bia na yedi nyina ye fa framo Sunday Ghana na yewan de bia ye Ghana first na ye into Ghana first na Ghana no di kan obi bia ye bia empa bon de mo to obaye asodwe na ozi ama ihe nyina nti asem kakra orkodonyin oncha yenye o ma botwetwe nkomo na ya hwema bibia nso wakode nti MPP nya okay o ma aba nti quickly yenko Omar Ben Abdallah na yenye nkwatwetwe nkomo o ma no pe yemo ache baby a woboko. Hello, Ma. Hello, Ma.
Yeah,
yes. I pay you more. Baby, I will call.
Yamina, baby, I will call. You are all your Cape Coast South. Cape Coast South, necessary. You are Yamina, and pay or share all your business in some paper. na wotu musha oye jumejinasi ni so pepe na musha oye jumejinasi nti yisha oye bambo fa podoso shishem etim ye yepe le bibia to otumo kodojojo empi drama yekunu wasisa oye jumeji nkana nti bi kwa kwato aba sabi mababa na odele phone boko nda wesi kuna phone ni wujigudu sana kwa kwato waba wudu phone to a with chip dimo akwato waba abakana de phone wa waza na chip or the same thing na wode atima ko wato wado Mama wato huna ba wa ha ya aya 637 say 637 na tede aya former aya regional executives former MPs former chief executives awu ya ko mo 637 say ka aya constituency aya executives na ra and on number 580 and the former DC former MP former chief executives no awonna wa kawa why are you 637? Ya what's here? I want to have my good with you. It's needed to make a narrow small cell. I bring you a trainer, I'll show you to push out. And the NKS watch the listening. We were 110 police stations. And then the only to Wabuma, water Hunaba, or Press Garden. Oya Sulu sports stadium native no to war. Kemu gbe kama bambo pa wa so me ga ko show almost 2/3 of all the man what you are. But bambo football no papa wa ya sisem bibia aya asumede etumna kindiara ya do to wa so. About commission all in ejuma bambo fo otumo ejuma. Na ye pinche very ni wa which is ni chere e bada all bambo fancy. Ya kwana wa feda wotu na wezi dama wa ye dama yi wa ye bibia fine nti etu wa ba nya video holiday de komo wa be a police station wa no etu wa ba na chela wala tu ko fi ya ba maka semma wa ya ba sunu ko tinara nti bombe fo na ba do e ba bambo fo na ba do wa je pa wotu wa ye da bua ma fi ja tu ko do ya wosini nti wotu abaza na chede oya na foni son odoko oya Indonesia also he busiam some nti wo to aban madum yara woni zro ka tato wo to hona ba na chede bibiara abewi na o ba ba sha so wotu mra waka nti ya do ye mikitu ya do ye tinakam ya do oye ko semme emene sunno obiara to na ba the 637 na to bibiara abewi na so awo keka na zumma wo party mu do to aban no oye so na ya mukan set right there aba so kata kito se ma obaji oni voters ID card and national identification card the card dey any original bank from papa na nothing ma we MP fo wo to mna wo to rada munia se de some wo ya keep south go to mo ko really bia yi wa ayele ketu wuda bia ayaboko
Edi wenyu ogba nyimpa ba ya fini nso na bepe de ma be se was starting nso no pepepe anyimpa ba ya hin no wetu wato aba. Na Oma. Hello Oma. Hello Oma. Metse won ka wo se hen etiyan ka. Hello Oma.
Yes sir.
Na ye bi se de so was starting on son pepepe a ofini so na ba de mabri nyimpa hin na wato ho e de wonyu aka hello production room won na won connect na mam ye yai o ma yati manka ati manka na ye bi se de wo sha se no son pepepe a
maboto yo
no son bepim de mabri e de wonyu obu a nyimpa ba ya hin na wato ho na ba
so if you sana wutu musasi bisibiya bayan yi 50 na number ni wutu wato wala ba
wakada nchebi numere ba man hye candidate bia na atare manfam ba ho we hu bibi dama
candidate atare biara ni ho ebi se candidate atare etuma ba na ma wo se ebusie biara na aka aboa ebusie biara na na senso nti flag akwụrụ a ozi atrenchi wahane ze oye busiasam nti business esi ameke sei na atarko boto na aba ọdọ bi sọ fún kan ni bi egunukun ìyá àdàwọ tó mọ asẹnu èsì yẹ ọyẹ ebusua ahyẹnso wọ́n mọ̀ dẹ́ mẹ́bẹ́sẹ̀ number 1 mẹ́bẹ́sẹ̀ number 2 number 3 and number 5 mfẹ̀yìn náà ọyẹ mfẹ̀yìn bi a ọkẹ́ ọyẹ ahọ́n àwọn tó mọ gyina wọn lóde mo nyẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìyá àdàmọ ewu ha ẹ̀mí ndé ndé sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ti tún dẹ̀ ebi ọ̀dọ̀ tó wọ́n bá wọ́n mọ̀ wọn ahyẹnso ọyẹ akẹ́lẹ̀ sẹ́sẹ̀ ẹni zẹ̀ ẹ̀dá àtẹ̀wọ̀ntì ibi a yẹ hɔ a ọtún oṣù bí kwan bá a sẹ ọyẹ ebusua ahyẹnso ní bi ara.
Wọ́ka kyerɛ hɛn dɛ obi biara to n'abawi a ɔnkɔ wɔbɔdo nono ebie na sɛ wɔreka na ɔpɛ dɛ ɔba bɔtun wɔ aba wɔrezi do pɛpɛɛpɛ anaa nkɔfo gu hɔ.
Nínú gaa bọ̀ ní sẹ́dá àsọ̀kú ẹ̀ pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ na wọ́n tún lé jùjùmá ọ̀bí ara tó ní àbá na ní nsèndá ọ̀rùkọ̀ ẹ̀mẹ́sẹ̀ máa wọ́n tún nyina ha a wọ́n tún mọ̀ hwẹ́ mi bíbí ẹ̀ tún mọ̀ kọ̀dọ̀ yà bàmbọ̀fẹ́ a wọ́n dọ̀ sísẹ̀m ankwankwanfo a yẹ sivil na wọ́n yẹ gyina ha bàmbọ̀fẹ́ bí wọ́n hyɛ ntara a ẹ̀tún mu na ẹgbẹ̀ ní kẹ́mi dẹ̀ ẹ̀yẹ polisi anaa dẹ̀ ọyẹ police officer sɛ nkaafo so a wɔn hyɛ ntara ɛhun dɛ ɔyɛ si adi si no so nso yɛ dɛ atẹrɛntwi nti obi biara a ɔreto n'abɔ ha de ne nsɛnsɛnni na ɔkɔ na mmom koko a ɔdi dɛdi yɛn nsɛnsɛnsɛn no yɛ mmezi mma a ɔyɛ mpanyinfo a wɔreto mu ogya no wɔafɔfo no dɛ wɔyɛ ɔyɛ ahunu kuo a wɔrebɔ ho ma bibi ato mu no ɛyɛ pɛyɛ ahono a wɔto mu gyina no yɛ ɔyɛ mpanyinfo no wɔn nyinaa wɔn agenti wɔ hɔ aka wɔn kan ase rehwɛ tumizin kɔkɔɔ na mmom wɔn esi nkyɛnkyɛn no yɛ supporters nkakranka a twere ni kamun fa an shan ya won so oyi admin na numbere yamman ba mo fuzi another boss ne
e ka de wona wo boto wona ba wo oye Cape Coast Southern wo ya ba 637
yes yeah
ensi
ma ko wa meyin na nya musafa ofada wo to na ba wo oye Cape Coast Southern wo 637
okay
yamman chemi Saifa, the current executive of police station, no one can be coincidence now. When I'm 580, 580 is the edible saw do my also, 637. Yet never mind in far where the department may physician I was to mention, consider former regional executives, former MPs, former chief executives, who are working at the Monko Phil Kahuma also, 637. It's years amanye kuna aye awo ho tata do obi da baba to abano so na tede nizin wakata no do ansan na wa manokon de omo mo na fiantu mo to aba ehwa mudia the fufro ho de bambafo aye de we boy oye police station wo police station ho oso go ti me no ko no na bamfa wo hwehwe ntara wa ba wo ban mo osipi Look can zama with the bond in the ban up and the dead, so we demonstration of horror. Why should I a match class crack alpha police station? And my minister, you have a before you didn't intention, that was you do. It's now
I can't there. A binum being former MCs, former MPs, and I want to work a when you now work home over to her, but I would have paying free binum.
So you better can so the and then if you be in my bottle number about and then the using can you when you come in Kana yes I am not me I am regional director living in Yamaka about to now boko the man I am in Kano I can sama no other the whole Ghana not them payful Edgar Thompson rather after Thompson Abahako into the moon called Jenny the Midnight train you can now Wabasanko and say Nikisire like a 10 million paying for dinner. First I went drama when I have a bad kaka. Then one hour we are carrying executives. Oguda wutu moto hunaba bari biya su tume kwado namun da yake sama ka kaso wurin da osan da makarantu maka da yake sama osan na san suwa a wata wucin wazuma manazin mai tume ba ke bashe ayan samchofu ke bashe da mezulmi yayin ina da yin sa ka ko saboda sa accreditation bi nan mu yake sama wurin da sai da wasu accreditation ba waje mai tumu na shi da wucin mu kwado plan process accreditation din kitawa why are going to go there? You will get 5 months to Mitroga, nsɛm twerɛ fo na ɔyɛ bambɔfo ne nyinaa biara yɛ me ne yanko nti ɔyɛ sɛ ebe ma bambɔ yi yimi dɛ yɛ nsɛm twerɛ ni aba no wɔbi kyerɛ ne nsɛm na ɛyɛ dzi nkɔmɔ kɛkɛ mu nyɛ ɔte dan biribi abɔkɔdze na wɔasɛ no kɔ ne hwɛ bambɔfo a wɔhyɛ mu gyina ha biara yɛ yi a ɔkita ɔyɛ ekyi anaa ekyidzi wɔn a wɔkita bi yɛn ho na wɔrekɔ ɔyɛ apɔn na wɔhwɛ sɛ ɔto mu ɔrekɔ do ɛsɛ mu nea biribiara yɛ ahomeka adi bɛka dɛ ahomeka mili na ɔto mu ɔrekɔ ɛyɛ akyerɛ dɛ ebusua korɔ no mu mba na wɔtum na wɔtwere ɔyɛ busuafo yi na ebusua no etum na efifi etum na egya no n'ado.
Oma anope yɛbɛdanse papaapa ɛwɔ nkyerɛkyerɛ dza ama yɛn ofi Cape Coast South ɛwɔ MPP fún election yɛhia wa yɛbɛsane yɛ ababio na ma yɛn nsa bɛka bia yɛ za to go ametefu na ahwɛfo
na bɔ sɛ mu nyame dase yɛhyehyɛ
Ben Abdallah ɔno na ɔwɔ Cape Coast South no so kakra ɔdze ama yɛn nda no panyin ɔsi bibia rekodo totsin ɛwɔ Cape Coast South na election nyinaa no wɔrekodo ɛwɔ ɔyɛ Friends Gardens Robert Mensah Sports Stadium n'ekyi hɔ pɛpɛpɛ baabi a station 1 ɛhɔ ɛna wɔto aban ɔsi Cape Coast South dze wɔn a wɔto aban dɛ 637 Cape Coast North 635 nti bieni pe na obodo yebada umarasi but mamunko Ghana nyinara kakran na mfanka mfamo ende anopay yehwe Ghana Greater Accra na yehwe asefi dodo a oboto aba wo 40,175 Greater Accra nkotin 40,175 Ekwa Ashanti region 36,626 Mpocho Eastern region Otiado Ibasa 21,843 Eastern region 21,843 and Sana Aba Central region Watodwanan 18,718 Fifi Mantuma 18,718 Western region if you are na Ekwatakwa only 14,132 Western region 14,132 Volta region or 12,582 sorry 12,589 please 12,589 Volta region Northern region 12,206 Northern region 12,206 Upper East 8,588 Upper East 8,588 Bono 7,871 Bono 7,871 Yewini Dama Upper Bono East yes Bono East 7,840 7,840 ana yeza to ho yeza mon fe damara in the anopay echo upper west yes upper west one and kwado 6,876 and sana yako western north no so 6,429 6,429 and sana yako Oti region yes 5,495 Uti region 4,000 yes 5,495 and yaba ahafu yes ahafu yeah 4,338 ahafu region 4,338 and sana yako oye not savannah yeah 4,155 savannah region MPP for Boto Abande 4,155 northeast Kahun the last region 3,654 those in the diaspora I want to abrochun me there was a red atwo itum bada ababa boto what's a proxy voting we yefi intum nsmo bia do nkoto ma won why 824 nti yede won nyina the whole Ghana MPP for ndo botu wato aba yede won boma oye 211,849 211,849 wisdom well Ahaya Coastal TV your own face your own voice and down pay ka cry and sabaka biano yazba bro yada yan we abayaba mo ho bia yazbot yedo your own face your own voice Costa TV media station and a media house of the year in hand yetselo yaba says ya
Mamuke wele nyimda wa sube bibia rekodo totin ko ka bia nsaha na futu kakra mama nye de oyen pifu no yezi na agwa intruders yasrawan ma womba wan ya supervisors ma womba na ya yenzi ya agwa ama obi ankasa wa hwe mbugu ye no brozin anada ye na emu mafa won ka se feed na mechia ahwefu nye tefu nyina mechia MPP delegate across the country. Cape Coast South, Intimate Cape Coast South Polling Station Executives, Electoral Area Coordinators, former officers, no be all to about Friends Gardens Polling Stations. Baby, I am sent to Aban fan Friends Gardens Polling Stations. Now that man she share it no. Mudu ha by 6:15, but Mudu ha an electoral commission wa or aspiranting na hun agents or who our church and soon. Now about stone shall 7 pepe. Emi na music na moto aba. As the constituency chair, Mutuaba, 7 o'clock. Now, BBR recordo fair. At the end of the day, you may take decision. You buy selection. Now, on your hands in a year period, and him no take a decision until the man should be free. You buy selection. You both able shaping on your app and fagin. Until you shaping, we are saying in our bomoko, no table shaping in nature. Tine yene bu shaping in wia ya me ya do makro ye onye kan ko MPP na akaga na man ama time dollar ye 14 milk 8 cedis and dollar abatan ya milk 11 cedis ya me ya do na cosmetic economy ye tu ya ye ye 637 hwa Cape Coast South constituency kan nyina abomo ye 580 cause it 110 polling stations. Your former constituency executives, former regional officers, former government appointees, Maminchim, on your DC, on your CEOs, at to be always DC, that was the minister, that former MPs, on them the higher regional capital, them album now, or your regional album, together with the regional executive committee, one album now. When you now work home, my year 637. You shine more thing there. You are Ghana about to years as soon son yapon no nibia. Your MPP about 20 years as soon son na yapon no being or 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock by 3:13 the whole Ghana result abama. Zanya me sin him and wasting him. You no sir, all the kabum na ya chrono. Ya kabu makro yaba. In Segway is willing him. Obiana house no enter how one. I hope you are Mobiana house number. You go any behind you, baby. Go any behind Bokom as a into that unity no before politics. And they used to be on your career one whom be a seer. Yes, here to face the NDC in 2028. Not to face them that you're rocking, but to face them with hard work in 2028. So, Mr. Delegate, the decision of the majority of the delegates is the decision of the party. Here we are.
We get today or continue to be na boano. I am there yami mo hihye no si na due. Na onsoro bro na onsoro dokon. Won wo gina yina wo MPP fo. Na mo ti biara ziban obi din oye fufu. Obi mpe, obi pia pesi. Na se yina ye mo ye kra. Na ye party za wo pe. Na wo ginu tum, na wo ginu di. No botum agitum azama amanye ku MPP ya ofina chiri na bufu bia enyi ho ina ebosom mimne ebi no akoma be sei ebi mu won sase on your wo pe nanso odo wo hu ndan hihye no mo time de mo ti bia yipa num na wo ko no mo kra no obedi ku enti da kwenye mezi bokoro ho biara o de party ina yesu o say ye butan de ye kohwehwetu man kada anye open yipa endum punyimti Bapada. Mankada, we impend the queen, Bobo Abor. Mankada, we impend the queen, Bayer don't some fata. On a patrim wrestle on you bit. Bra Kada ye or Sonoba. Mobia, the Muda day. Your Sonoba, ye MPP, Emma Magana, Yatu Abane, we are that. And the minimum a day. Or then Kabum, Korea, and Sasi, or Do, no quar, they are the Korea, yada Yejumano, Makubete, I send me the MPP, no Butumaye, more May, after the Tampefra.
No Academy of Arena.
Aboto wabe
Arena of Liberty.
Aboto wabe Kwanda.
Mosha Kwanda nipa moto man obonwin. Because when we know our home papa. It's a kwan bi amenam do me be ye adwumaze mo obonwin no. Ye be mo enwin.
That's
Program just been a cancer. Secretary. Arena of Liberty.
The Abarbo we know when you are doing it.
Oh, I mean, what is the part of Tomato Amano? Obaba, that's a Saba party.
Expectation there. I should open mass movie baba. Our police is going to win you, man. If you have a pass movie, you go Ghana. You ought to have if you are on your on to number. Familiar to Al Hassan. Was same with now about to make speciation there. I bear you to Abaya Smoggy, what the whole Ghana, your hand got in. If you are caught to a baby, another could be on your butter, or baby, I engine to make expectation.
Okay, so Agudusha Coastal TV, your own face, your own voice, or you're the whole Ghana, and then the key makers of MPP, they decide Hwana and obey one flag bearer up to 2028 election. Yako Cape Coast North, Yako Cape Coast South, your Central Region. Quickly, or your Ghana and your save, the pede yako joy news. Na yako Morocco do other regions. Na mahubia ya za tiedo. Ziyankwe, yanko joy, ni yanko Morocco do also. Yababa na about your debut.
99 delegates expected to come in and cast their ballots this morning. When I spoke to the EC official, he told me that they've done over 150 people this morning. And as you can see, a lot of them continue to trickle in to join the queue. And when they get to their turn, go through the process for them to cast their ballots. A lot of people within the constituency comes around. They are over here, and there's heavy security presence within the polling station, if I should say. I can count not less than 30 policemen, all in uniform, some with rifles and others, here to ensure that the process is very transparent and also things go on smoothly. There's been a lot of friendly talks among people from different camps, people from Head upon camp. You can see them having nice conversations with their brothers from the camp of Dr. Mahmoud Bamia. So things have been very, very calm here within the Bantama constituency. Delegates and the representatives of delegates are all on the ground to ensure that things are calm and transparent as expected by their people. So far, there have not been any challenge of people not seeing their names in their albums. There have not been any concerns from any of the delegates who have come in here to cast their ballot. So far, so good. And in Bantama constituency, I can say that the place is sharply divided between Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Ken Odile Ejapon. And it's been so for at least in the previous presidential, the flagship election, it was same here for the NPP in the Ashanti region.
And thank you very much. And I want to take you right now quickly to the Bono region where Precious is standing by. Precious, very quickly, how many people have cast a ballot so far where you are? And I see there from the shots in the background that this is a very, very busy center. Okay, we'll fix that. But as you can see, Something is joining me pretty shortly. He's going to be taking the baton from here and continuing to bring you our coverage of the MPP presidential primary. Just before something comes in, I want to go to Stephen very quickly. Stephen, from where you are, I also see a report that you shared in our group that where you are, we've also seen breakfast being shared. How is this being shared exactly?
Well, Evans, over here, the constituents or the delegates, once you enter, you are scrutinized, you are inspected by the police, and you'll be directed to where the breakfast is being shared. We understand that this breakfast is being shared by the constituency chairman and it's being provided for all camps. So irrespective of the camp you are provided breakfast. And then you proceed to where the voting is being done, and through then you go out. We also understand that there's heavy presence over here. I can count about 30 to 40 police personnel at the center. That's the Okai North Center. And all delegates are inspected before they enter the voting center and given breakfast.
Okay, and thank you very much. And Precious is also joining us now. Precious is joining us from the Bono region. And Precious, what can you report where you are? Very busy polling center.
Yes, very, very busy and orderly, I must also add. Things going on smoothly as at now. Election started as scheduled, 7 a.m. it started. And before you even get to the center where the election proper is taking place, you need to go through 2 security checks before you finally get to the center where you can take part in the exercise. It's been quite orderly. The only thing is that elderly and then physically challenged people are allowed to cast their votes and then quickly they exit the place. Quite some notable personalities have been here. Out of the immediate past MP of the area, Usami Achemeit in the queue. He's not ready to engage the media. He has joined the queue up till now, and it's just about getting to him for him to take his exercise. The only challenge here, I must add, is that some regional executives, when they get here, are asked to move to the next constituencies, that is the Sunyani West. Notably, the former regional minister, Awobana Hene, came and then she had to be directed to the next polling center. As of now, a little over 60 delegates have been able to go through the exercise. It's about security. The police are here in their numbers. Currently, the top hierarchy of the regional police are here to also monitor the exercise, and it's going on smoothly. The anticipation from the EC is that they will be able to go through the exercise even before the 2 p.m. Time scheduled to end the exercise.
Okay, indeed, and that is what appears to be the trend across the country. Something there's a lot of enthusiasm. The delegates are showing up in their numbers very early to cast the ballot very quickly. It's been very orderly so far. No major incidents to report apart from the incidents of sharing breakfast, which obviously is still something that the party needs to sort of explain. In essence, whether or not this is in one of the places Stephen told us the constituency chairman is providing the breakfast. I guess that is okay. That's fine. But then in Adobia's constituency, where she reported where the various camps have set up their desks where you go, so you decide which breakfast is richer. You know, and then you go and get your share. As I'm saying, that definitely seems to be the trend so far in terms of good orderliness, police completely in charge, delegates excited and showing up early to vote. I wonder what your own expectations are today as you look forward to handling your own team of guests. And I know you have some really, really good individuals who will be helping you navigate the next phase of this coverage.
Right, Evans, and to be frank with you, I've been enjoying what you guys have been doing. I wish I could just sit back, go back home and, just watch and listen to you guys. But look, I'm hoping and praying that this thing will end even far before when we are all expecting it will end, so that all of the punditry and the prophetic, pronouncements, people who have put themselves on unnecessary unease, now they have to be going through a headache, anticipating what will happen. So, like I've said, I think the delegates have started well. So the delegates, they should know that only one of the 5 candidates will win. And why will one win? One will win not because of a prophecy or any, projection. One will win because you voted. And especially because you voted nicely, decently, and peacefully to the glory of God. You're a child of God. So let's go do that. And then when you're done, I say, give yourself all the credit. And tomorrow go to church and praise God. Don't give it to any busybody who is invoking God's name noisily because of a needless attention. So Evans, thank you very much. So my team is getting ready. Fatima Abubakar, Esquire, Dr. John Osai Kwapong, who I'm happy because we're going to get him even a lot more because I'll tell you why. Kwame Boafu Akofo, Esquire of Ekropong Ekwapem. Yeah, he is also with us. Kobina Abankwaya Boa, Sofo Tanko Rashid Computer, and Dr. Arthur Kobina Kennedy.
And you know the question you should ask Tango for me? Why have they set up a collation center?
I asked him to
collate results of
before we came on air. I was asking what kind of provocative conduct is this? What do they want?
It's one of the busybodies you are talking about. I think the main reason is to collect data and also gather intelligence. And so,
don't mind the
it's mischief. So I'm looking forward to him providing the answer on air.
He's such a provocateur. Anyway, okay, thank you guys. Thank you. Okay. So you're still here. This is your election headquarters. And on your election headquarters, you can be assured of top analysis, the best that you can find anywhere. We're asking questions. The Supreme Court has saved Matthew Yindam. So Pandai, there will not be a rerun. We'll get to understand why that happened and whether or not the Tamale High Court did anathema. What it did was such a travesty in the face of what the Supreme Court is saying. Will the Supreme Court also scrap delegate votes? 3 persons have approached the Supreme Court, including Professor Frimpong Boateng and Nyaho Tamaklo. What are they saying? They're saying that the delegate system is not democratic. It's unconstitutional because the Constitution commands in Article 55 that the political parties, their internal organization, should be democratic. Will this pass will it pass muster? We're asking that question. The NPP also, as you know, they are seeking a leader, seeking to heal and not to hurt for 2028. We'll see how that pans out at the end of today. But whilst the NPP is very concerned about what they're doing now, the NDC is doing something that appears might hurt it. Or will it help it? The NDC is barring appointees from contesting for party offices. So we'll be right back.
Okay, so you better want to say we good work and start TV, your own face, your own voice. The channel kakra, the whole of Central Region, the whole of Ghana. Na yazi coverage of our MPP one primaries. Primaries are work on we kwe one obi lead one. Now we tum was the ako oye 2028 election bibianso akodo ye na odzi amahon nti ye konkan kakra yebasa yakobak na yakona yakotiedo quick na bibianso akoye nti dem osi enya report fi Cape Coast North asorba mahen very nice report wakani nyina za chain fine nimpa 635 na wobo to aba MPP for 635 na wobo to aba o mahen report ni FFF so for to fine ye ko Cape Coast South o ma so mahen report 637 now waso woboto about including former DCs, former government appointees, former ministers, MPs when you now work on bi and a bibianso obokodi na odzama henuanum MPP for dem osi obiar bo about there for now bibia kodo totsin for now bibia kodo totsin nti ebom pes the bibia bokodo dama konewi one surprise Ghana for on surprise the Ghana for. Now, wala echina we are na something kind. We really be successful and that's a 2 benibia. Now, bow one bad, abo, and ya abo babado, die at the papa, as some driaba, nature called chapel, and a mosque, Nakadan Coponasi, the Yami, why you be papa or the ama or ye NPP. And see, one was a mamma or ma, bibia and yabasabasa. One more year, your bobo holding, Naya bohabado, the why bibia so, MOY ye na, or the ama henandano pay. And see them now, Cordo, yabadan when you nasi, yabadan when you nasi, the Wuguda, watch Costa TV. You are live on Facebook, we are live on all your YouTube as well. And it's a comment TV or help as a bar, as and whenever you're reading, as a bar, yabaji, na yitum. Ya kandini na ya concerning the MPP. The MPP for order 211,000, more than 211,000. No wako tuaba the way you crew. Nimpa 5 na worko. Yes, nimpa 5. Atwa u candidate bonwin. Ebia na u eriko for oye owura oye maybe educhim. Another eriko for oye our friend then Kobna J Japan. Another Eriko for Oye Mahmoud Baumia, His Excellency the former Vice President, Kennedy Japan, another Brian Champon. One na no wujina there. Kona kwa tu aba wonsa MPP ya. Nete tum bia na umejina partner me krope nyimpa 5 nyimpa krope na obutum weyin na we bejina partner nyim. Nka nyina onyeye. Nti koto mo candidate na ontum win ma na bibia so onkoye nti ye wo hia ne wa aka kakra bi na ye wie na yakọ Samson ho na yakọ tio nti producer se news no ho our friend and videos no ho wonyi kakra ma hen na chema ahene ze oye ahima ne ze okasa ne ba na ya bohwe na ya san yakọ joy yakọ tio do with Samson ne doma onye ho bezi nkomo ye benye detailed information if you papa is the whole Ghana and yakọ nti yanko ne yanko hwe videos kakra footage kakra asorba na uma was Abraham concerning anopay chema ahena anye chairman madam ahin our friend ahima kasa kakra wo kan wo the chairman party members na bibia so onkode nti yereba sesia yanko hwe yembre sesia.
We get today. O kwantinti bi o wie na abo ano. Ai me den ya me mo hihye no si na due. Na onsoro bro na onsoro dokon. Won a wogina nyina wo MPP fo. Na mo ti biara ziban obi din oye fufu. Obi mpe, obi pia pesi. Na se nyina ye mo ye kra. Na ye party za wope. Na wogini tum, na wogini di. No botum agitum. Azama amanye ku MPP a dibia ofina chiri na bufun bia enyu ho ina ebosom memne ebi no akoma be sei ebi mo on sase on your wope nanso odo wo hu ndan hihye no mo time de mo ti bia yipa num na wo ko no mo kra no be di ku enti da ku yimi di bokoro ho biara or their party in a yesu we say ya butain de yokohwetu man kada anye open and dunkunyimti ba pada man kada wo yimpa and dunkunyimti bobo abor man kada wo yimpa and dunkunyimti ba ye don sem fata ono party mreso onyu beti bra kada ye osono ba mo bia ti huda sede Yosruba, ye MPP ni, Emma Magana, Yatu Abana Yeda, and the minimum a day, or then Kabum, Korea, and Sasi, or Do, no quar, the Yadi, Korea, Yada Yejumano, Makubete, Ayedi, the Senami, the MPP, no Butumaye, more May, after the Tampefra, but that's
my phone one can say feed them each year. I shall funny na mechia MPP delegates across the country. Cape Coast South, it's mechia Cape Coast South polling station executives, electoral coordinators, former officers, no be all to about Friends Gardens polling stations. Baby, I sent I to Aban of Friends Gardens polling stations. Nadam and Shishanet no. And Mudu ha by 6:15, but Mudu ha an electoral commission wa or aspirant now agents or who are church and soon. Na abal stone shas 7 pepe emi na music na moto aba as the constituency chair moto aba 7 o'clock na bibia recordo fe at the end of the day you take decision you buy selection na onya ahinzi na yerpe ehin na we take a decision until the man so be fie you buy selection you bo hwe ebusie pin na onye na apamfo adwen nti we ebusie panyin wi a ebusie nyina bom kor na wote ebusie panyin nechi tine ye na ebusie panyin wi a ya me be ya adom makoro ye onye kan ko aba MPP na akaga na man ama time dollar ye 14 milk 8 cedis and dollar abatan ya milk 11 cedis ya me ya adom na cosmetic economy ye tu ya ye ye 637 Shwa Cape Coast South constituency kan nyina bom ye 580 because it's 110 polling stations. There are former constituency executives, former regional officers, former government appointees. Maminchim, on your DC, on your CEOs, at Obia West DC, the West Minister, that former MPs. On them the higher regional capital, them album now, or your regional album, together with the regional executive committee, one album now. When you now work home, my year 637. You want to share no more thing there. You are Ghana about to years as soon as your pon, no Nibia. Your MPP about 20 years as soon as son. Now you are pon no being or 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock by 3:13 the whole Ghana result Abama. Zanya missing him and wasting him. You know, sir, all the kabum na your chrono. Ya kabum makro yaba. In Segway is willing him. Obiana house number into how one Obiana house number. You go any biani new baby, go any be able to come in as a into that unity no before politics. And there used to be on Yakaya one whom be a seer. Yes, here to face the NDC in 2028, not to face them that you're but to face them with hard work in 2028. Some said delegate. The decision of the majority of the delegates is the decision of the party. We are there to educate, entertain, and then inform. Mamba ke on your contrary to me. Mamu ke wele nyim da wa so be bibia rekodo thoughts ko ka bia nsaha. Na futu kakra mama nye there. Oyen pifu no yezi na agwa. Intruders yasan ma womba. One year supervisors ma womba. Na ya yenzi ya ngwa ama obi ankasa wa hwe mbubu ye no brozin anada ye na emu
nda no pemenyu agi papa meba kepo se su di haya meba to maba oyenije samkoten and the process is so transparent gidi biere nyi ho okada be an open park and ampa openly obiare to naba the process nche dey we usher into the field the bottle abana we apa na nam do no report process bi enyu amaka dey we si obi kwanda mo yeza oye fair oye nyije ono chede oye internal elections na yeye nti ye wi a nka bomo no obeye shonku obeye fair obeye nyije my MPP 2028 in fact we are poised to take the presidency in the country oye onwa medu happen na wakache wade wajime phone na mampepere ho sande ye mpanyimfo a wo hye abatwe was in the program kwem ama esinto bi amba ana bibi ankochima wo ho nti odam so mizido ye nyina MPP fo mu da ye zimbado papa nti wo chem de embra na ye ziye abato nda ye za wodo wachi wo phone oda na mezeman biwe so ampa me phone no was amam nti bibiara enyi ho mode ye nyina ye comply with the rules and regulations of govern this elections kama kan de krudu ozikan na mahye ye nyina ye ho de oye fiasem oye busuasem oye ye nyina na ye kan ye ho abom de ye aman yokokor na yetu anamo hronkwa na mo ye fa na mo obobo hen ma ye nhyehyɛ ayarzi gu akwem ma 2028 ye ho aye fe ye ho aye kono na ye gina brane de ye per oye amampenye eguan ayeza oye krabohwe nti oye busuasem na ye nyina ye nka ye humbom ye ntase de oye fiegwa oto ayoper mo proso ye wi ye nyina ye nyina ye kan ye ho abom nti ye nka ye humbom ye ahyase yara na menimde ne nsunsuando no ye dza obobo ma MPP amayoku aye kesenara kukurudu ne kada kukurudu sha na oyede eshi orwusu gidigidi na menimde ntazesa na nyankopon wa kire netum ma 2028 so nanyi ma ada ho e da nyankopon as
former regional minister Madam Marigold Hassan order no so akoto na abewi na yanyine twetwe nkomo fe da mama bibia so orokodo ma hen nti emra so de yejai na yejai na yeko joy so na yeko tie do kakra ho na bibia so kodie ye bada ho na asi Mpontu oye meminde bia no nson kopim no nkono ntinde oye MPP fun order ze MPP am onyu anje kokoto waba se tumutua na brefia asumdwem na bibia so onkodie na onfamo Mrs. MALIK RAMZY yefensa ayame yadoma ontuma anwubre baye nunsia ana no numzi na result nyina waba na obia basi obia we hune smoothless level obia bo hune smoothless level na bibia nso akoye we wish them all the best na nyimpa obeyi no so wonhweda na obobo ho no mutum sa obaba power yebada ho nyina ase de wonya mbre na wohwe hen nyame yadoma the Sunday yebasanso yehia na ma oho bia na yetum yezatuedo yekọ joy news Samson Ladi ena ne dom ayakrado yetuedo ho. Good morning.
First person, please.
Yeah, I will be a match. But that's all.
Next person. Please, your food.
I don't think there'll be repetition of what happened in 2023. We hope it doesn't happen. And we've all done our job well to prevent rigging and everything. So I expect a fair contest.
At some point of the campaign, it got a bit hotter and tighter. After this polls, if you emerge as victorious or otherwise, what is the assurance that the party would be able to come back together, form a unified front, and then go into battle in 2028?
I don't think it's an issue because we're all going to come together as one party and work. So there shouldn't be a problem at all. And you should, as for contest, you should expect that sometimes it gets very tough and certain words are used which are not palatable, but hey, you have to take it as it is. And that doesn't mean you should go out of the party. So I hope if I'm the winner, I will be able to bring the party together.
Some delegates are done voting, others are yet to. What would be your message, particularly to those who are yet to hit the voting centers?
Well, all I'll say, they should vote number one. And with what I've seen here, I hope it's everywhere. So far, so good. Yeah.
Yesterday, I did speak to the team in Autu Senya East. They were raising some concerns about the manner in which the voter roll has been put together. Have you had any feedback from them? Has those challenges been resolved yet?
So far, I'm not aware of what you're saying, but I'll cross-check and see. I don't expect any violence. I mean, if you look at the number of police here and everything, yeah, we're praying. We're praying.
Thank you very much, and we wish you well.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. President. And the process is so transparent. Okada an open park and I'm openly obiara to naba. The process there will usher into the field the bottle abana. We are pen and I'm doing process be a new makade. Waste will be quite a more years or ye fair or ye nije on a chair or internal elections in a area into a year. And Kabono obey Shunku, obey Fair, obey Nije, my MPP 2028. In fact, we are poised to take the presidency in the country. I'm going to happen now. Okay, I'll do what you phone. I'm preparing who Sunday. Young penny far, what you share about we was in the program queen. Ama is seen to be amba, and our baby and Coachima and Tochima. And to other Missido, Union MPP phone the years in brother for Papa. And to watch him there, and Brana Yazi. About to win then yes, I wonder what you will phone. Other name is a mine. Maybe some my phone was a mum. And to be in you, Mother, you comply with the rules and regulations of govern these elections. I come can there, crew do, as you can. Now, my say, you know, you're there, or you fearsome, or you busiassem, or you and a kind of bomb, the year among your cocoa, near to. And a monstrum, and a mono, if and a mono bob Wahan, my young share Yazuga Quema 2028, young wire fair, young wire Condonia Branny, they are quite per, or ye a Mampina Guan Ayaza, or ye Craboshe, into or ye busiassem, Nayana young Kaya Humbum, young task today, or ye fear go out your per. What process we are ye Kayam Habo, and see young Kaya Humbum in Yasha Sierra. Na mimda ni sunsan no ye za oboboma MPP amayoku ayekesenara kukrudu ne kada kukrudu sa na ode oishi orusu gidigidi na mimda enta azisa na nyankopon wa che no tum ma 2028 so nanyi ma ada ho e da nyankopon as
expectation there na ye hwe no be mass mu baba a police for no wenye adwuma ye bi aba pass mu bi go Ghana you all to abia onya abute no to number no o familiar su Al Hassan o senwi na about me specialization there abaya etui abaya smogwe wo do ho Ghana nya ha nkotin ti bi akoto abere bia na do akohwe bibia onya abute mo bebe bia yin juntu me expectation.
We get today. O kwantinti bi o wie na aboa no. Ai me den ya me mo hihye no si na due. Na onsoro bro na onsoro dokon. Won a wogina nyina wo MPP fo. Na mo ti biara ziban obi din oye fufu. Obi mpe, bi pia pesi. Na se nyina ye mo ye kra. na ye party za wope na wajin tum na wajin ti no botum agitum oza ma amanye ku MPP a ibia ofina chiri na bufun bia yi ho ina e bosom mimre ebi no akoma be sei ebi mu won sase on your wope nanso odo wo hu ndan hihye no mo time de motiba yipa num na wo ko no mo kra no obedi ku enti da ku yimi di bokor ho biara o de party ina yesu wo say ya butan de yekohwehwetu man kada anye open yipa endun ku yimti ba pada man kada wo yipa endun ku yimti bobo abor man kada wo yipa endun ku yimti ba ye don sem fata ono party mreso onye obedi bra kada ye osoro ba mo bia ti huda se de ye osoro ba ye MPP yi e mama gena ya to abana ewieza na minyim ne de o de nkabom kuriye ntase odo no kwar na ye di kuriye ye da ye adwuma no maku ibete aye ye di o se na minyim de MPP no obutum aye mo man afani tampefura odas ye das.
I don't think there'll be repetition of what happened in 2023. We hope it doesn't happen. And we've all done our job well to prevent rigging and everything. So I expect a fair contest.
At some point of the campaign, it got a bit hotter and tighter. After these polls, if you emerge as victorious or otherwise, what is the assurance that the party would be able to come back together, form a unified front, and then go into battle in 2028?
I don't think it's an issue because we're all going to come together as one party and work. So there shouldn't be a problem at all. And you should, as for contest, you should expect that sometimes it gets very tough and certain words are used which are not palatable, but hey, you have to take it as it is. And that doesn't mean you should go out of the party. So I hope if I'm the winner, I will be able to bring the party together.
Some delegates are done voting, others are yet to. What would be your message, particularly to those who are yet to hit the voting centers?
Well, all I'll say, they should vote number one. With what I've seen here, I hope it's everywhere. So far, so good. Yeah.
Yesterday, I did speak to the team in Autusenya East. They were raising some concerns about the manner in which the voter roll has been put together. Have you had any feedback from them? Has those challenges been resolved yet?
So far, I'm not aware of what you're saying, but I'll cross-check and see. I don't expect any violence. I mean, if you look at the number of police here and everything, yeah, we're praying. We're praying.
Thank you very much, and we wish you well.
Okay. Thank you.
In your shot, Kennedy Japan speaking to our correspondent Akwesi, a name after which he just went straight into the car, presumably to tour other places. He raises some important.
MPP America wotu Franklin dom do oboto abo ha ehwe ndema letter commission of the bay pepe na ndema sotere
yomada se mafa won kase fi na mechia ahwefu ni etefu na mechia MPP delegate across the country they okay post out it mechia post out polling station executives electoral coordinators former officers no be all to about Friends Gardens polling stations baby a yen center ya to aba no fan Friends Gardens polling stations na dama nhihye ne te no emudu ha ba 615 but mudu ha na electoral commission wa ha o aspirant na ho agent o ho a wo church nsin na aba sto no sha 7 pepepe emi na music na moto aba as the constituency chair, Mutu Aba, 7 o'clock. Now, BBR record fair. At the end of the day, you may take decision. You may selection. Now, on your hands in a year, and him no take a decision until the man so with you. Your selection, your boy should be sweeping on your app and fire. Until you be sweeping, we are saying in our bomukor, no table sweeping in nature. Today, you never sweeping in we are. I may buy out my crew on your can call ABMP to na Kagana man. I'm a time $14 make 8 CDC and $1 but 10 make 11 CDC. I mean, I don't know cosmetic economy. The 2 years.
I don't know what to about.
Yeah, 637. Cape South constituency, Kenny Abumoy 580, with 110 polling stations. Your former constituency executives, former regional officers, former government appointees, Maminchim, on your DC, on your CEOs, at to be always DC, the ways minister, that former MPs, on them the higher regional capital. Them album now, or your regional album, together the regional executive committee one album. When you now work home, my year is 637.
Come out to a bay in Billion Nubi, another Domia to our bucket.
You in Shana Mountain there. You are Ghana about to Yashasun, son, Yapon, Nunibia. Your MPP about to Yashasun, son, now Yapon, no napin, or 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. By 3:30, the whole Ghana. Result Abama. Zanya missing him and wasting him. He and the sir, or the Kabum Naya Pro, Yakabum Koyaba.
Madam, I chairperson of our conscience about footing at the moment. What will be is the same party.
Oh, in Segway is willing. Obiana house number into how one come. I hope Biana house number. If we be any new baby, when you be able to come in as a call. Into that unity no before politics. And there used to be on your career one whom be a year to face the NDC in 2028. Not to face them but to face them with hard work in 2028. So Mr. Delegate, the decision of the majority of the delegates is the decision of the party. Process. Well, in the was to be BBR Kodo Tots, Coca Bia and Saha. Now, Futu Kakra, Mamma, you there, or young people easy and I will. Intruders, the someone. Mawamba. Why your supervisors? Mawamba. Then I use the young Gramo Bianca, so I'm moving and Brazil, another your name.
But the same thing.
I think that what happened, the thing that gladdens my heart is that it is a victory for the courts, to the extent that the NDC said there is a need to rebalance the courts or reset the posture of the court. I think this shows that maybe tentatively we are heading in the right direction, because something the history.
But the judges who sat on this, who was appointed by the current regime, I need to check again. They are all from the Akufo-Addo appointments.
Yeah, my point though is that that is why I say we should say that cautiously, because this decision in effect telegraphs the independence of the courts, contrary to the anxieties that a lot of people expressed. Of course, politicians are opportunistic, that when things don't go their way, they call the court names. When things go their way, then they praise the courts. But to be fair to them, the history of our courts have not been good in terms of electioneering ruling, that almost invariably those in power tend to get more favorable ruling. So the doubts that people have, the doubts that the public has some grounding, and even and we can go all the way back, but I don't think we have time. Even in the Fourth Republic, remember the Amo case, 1996 to 2000, when Amo lost a case, I think that Ayawa Sowogon or something like that, and took it to court, and the case took 4 years, and then just before the term ended, the court came back to say that he had won. I mean, such things are blatantly political, and not only that, which is why I said this is not just about the courts. If you recall, there were a number of constituencies that were in dispute just after this election, and there was the question of whether the police could provide security for the counting and other things. It may have been that the excuses were genuine, but a lot of people saw through it and were suspecting that maybe the political winds were beginning to blow in the ranks of the police. So I think that this decision, I think the details are being argued there by the lawyers very well. But I think to Dr. Saikwapon's point, the anxieties of the public and their mistrust have grounding, and particularly if the MPP people are going to be honest, when you look at the kind of things that happened in the last 8 years and how the Supreme Court seemed to respond to certain people's concerns with alacrity. We empanel cases in the morning and hear things the same day, and then other people's cases languish for months. It is very difficult to look at those things and not be convinced that there might have been some element of bias. But I think we should praise the court that what has happened is a good augury for the future, and I hope that it can continue for the sake of the independence of our judiciary and its reputation.
Thank you very much. So I return to Fatih and the question about the substance of what was before the court and the court's decision. Why do you think that the court could not have taken any other decision apart from this one?
Okay, thank you, Samson. When we filed a motion invoking the supervisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court for an order of certiorari to quash the judgment delivered by His Lordship Justice Batland, I had no doubt in my mind that this action will succeed because it ought to succeed. My brother was talking about the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, that the Supreme Court does not have jurisdiction over the substantive matter, and that we were trying to find some ways and means to use technicalities to reach the Supreme Court. So
this is in fact a technical victory. It's a legal technical victory.
I am coming to that, but the context in which he made that comment, I just wanted to clarify that your remedy only lies in appeal from the High Court to the Court of Appeal. When the High Court's jurisdiction is properly invoked, if the High Court's jurisdiction was not properly invoked...
Just hold on one second. I want to listen to Dr. Educhung, who has just voted.
Okay.
Suspected. And today history has been made at Bosomtwe. This is the first time a presidential aspirant, a flag bearer aspirant, has voted in this constituency. So it's a historic moment for us, and I'm excited that this day has come. I'm looking forward to good news in the afternoon. But I just want you to know that I'm very appreciative of the work that has been done by the leaders of this constituency rallying around me to campaign for me, to do whatever it takes to ensure that we end at the finish line with pride. So we are ending with pride. I'm happy that I'm here today. I tell people that when I was growing up, if somebody had told me that one day you run for the flag bearership of a major party, the New Patriotic Party, even if the person was a prophet, I would have said, no, not me. But today I'm here. Divine providence have taken me.
Coming in, you saw the mood of the delegates, the kind of appellations they were showering on you. What came to mind?
What came to mind is that even though Sir John has admonished us to fear delegates, I can connect with these delegates. They are my own, and I've served them well. And I hope they will also reciprocate by saying, we thank you for your service to our constituency, and as you aspire to move up, I want to support you.
And have you heard of any situation in any constituency that you are not happy about? So far, is the process smooth for you in the pressing generally after going through same?
None of my reps anywhere in this country has reported to me that there's something untoward. So far, so good. And I hope it continues that way.
Doc, jokingly, who did you vote for?
I voted for Dr. Yao Osei Educhum, son of the land of Bosomchi.
And is Dr. Osei Yao Educhum winning by the close of polls today?
By the grace of God. Everything is in the hands of God. I've done what human beings can do. The rest is left to divine providence and to the grace of God.
All right, so all the, those who are doing the polls, those who are giving the prophecies, you didn't see that he will win, right? He's going to win, according to him. Yes, so let's get back to Pandai. And you were talking about the jurisdictional question that Sofo Rashid raised.
Yes, absolutely. He was saying that the Supreme Court does not have jurisdiction on the substantive matter, and that we use technicalities to go to the Supreme Court to get a favorable judgment.
And that's law.
If we were confident, why didn't we follow the substantive matter and go through the appellate process, of which the Court of Appeal actually has a jurisdiction when it comes, the final appellate jurisdiction when it comes to parliamentary election petitions. I am saying that based on the facts, we could not have properly invoked the appellate jurisdiction when the High Court did not have jurisdiction. The appellate jurisdiction of the Court of Appeal would only arise when the High Court's jurisdiction was properly invoked and they looked at the substantive matter and subsequently gave a judgment that is not favorable.
But you did both,
as soon as, yes, I'm coming to that.
Both.
Yes, I'm coming to that.
You did an appeal to the Court of Appeal, and then you did a certiorari to the Supreme Court, which you are entitled to do.
That is what I am coming to. The respondent, not the petitioner, the respondent applicants changed solicitors and then brought our law firm into the matter. The moment we came into the matter, that was exactly on 24th November 2025, when the judgment in Tamale was delivered. Of course, what were we going to do? To file a motion, a notice of appeal at Tamale at the High Court, and also an application to stay the execution. But whilst we were investigating, it came to our attention that this particular, the originating petition was filed on January 25th, 2025, which was 32 clear days after the publication of the notification of Gazette. And also realized that the security for cost was paid on 27th January 2025, which was 34 clear days after the publication of the notification of Gazette.
Why are these two important?
This is important because of Section 18 of the Representation of the People's Law, PNDC Law 284. And with your kind permission, let me run, if you would allow me.
Yes, please do.
I will run your audience through Section 18 of PNDC Law 284. And Section 18(1) reads, an election petition shall be presented within 21 days after the date of the publication in the Gazette of the result of the election to which it relates. But a petition questioning an election on an allegation of corrupt practice, and specifically alleging a payment of money or any other award to have been made by the person whose election is questioned, or to have been made on behalf of and to the person's knowledge, may be presented within 21 days after the date of the alleged payment. This is in relation to petitions, timelines. But we are interested in the first part, that you ought to gazette, and when the gazette notification is published, you have within 21 days, because this petition was to challenge the declaration by the Electoral Commission. It did not relate to...
So when the EC makes a declaration,
yes,
and they have not published a gazette,
yes,
you can't go to court.
No.
You have to wait until they publish a gazette.
Absolutely.
And when they publish the gazette, you have within 21 days.
Absolutely.
If you go after 21 days, you are lost.
And that is what I'm coming to.
Right.
If you look at section 18.3 of PNDC Law 284, it says 18.3, the time limit provided by this section for the presentation of an election petition shall not be extended.
Good.
This provision is strict. And the Superior Court of Judicature, in their election adjudication manual, the volume 2, it has also interpreted all the provisions in the Act 284 to say that if you fail to file the petition within time, if you fail to pay the security for costs, there is nothing that the courts can do to salvage your case. The NDC's case, the petitioner and his assigns, their case is that indeed they had filed an earlier petition and they were misled by counsel for the respondents that their petition was premature, and it is on that basis that they withdrew. They said they were informed that the Gazette was on 6 January. And it is on that basis that they withdrew that petition and filed this originating petition. But something, I put it to them that is absolutely false. It is false because their original petition was filed on 23rd December 2024. As at 23rd December, all these Gazette notifications that they are talking about in contention were non-existent. There is no single record of any Gazette notification, not from the EC, not from the NDC, not from the NPP, not from Ghana Publishing Company Limited, shows that as at 23rd December 2024, there was any publication. So if you want to send your case to court and you file it prematurely, it means you have not properly invoked the jurisdiction of the court. And let me also remind you that when they filed in opposition to the application that what they filed was premature, and at the time the lawyers for the respondent believed that the Gazette was on 6 January, they did not even wait for the trial judge to make a pronouncement, to hear the matter and make a pronouncement on it. They quietly went behind the scenes to withdraw that original petition because they were convinced that it was premature. That being said, if you look at the deposition of Honorable Martin Yindam, their own originating petition, it should all put together. It should tell you that our contention, even when we wanted to appeal, was that the court is not Father Christmas. The court will not set up a case for you that you have not set up for yourself. You cannot just walk into court and ask for any release at all and they will grant it because you have come to ask for it. You have to show cause. And in a parliamentary election where we have 152 polling stations, both the NDC and NPP polling agents endorsed the pink sheets in stations, and you go to court stating that there were widespread irregularities in 41 polling stations. That's your contention. And my brother has been making reference to 2 polling stations where they were overvoting. But if you look at the total valid vote difference, which Honorable Martin Yindam won with 3,734 votes, if you take the entire votes in those polling stations that he's been making reference to out, it would still not be sufficient to change the outcome of the elections.
Which is mostly the principle of election petitions, that if what you are challenging for the other party, if they dash all of it to you and it still will not change the results, then the results will not be annulled.
Absolutely. Okay. And the second issue is that they've been saying our client brought an extract to court showing that the Gazette was on 6 January. The majority chief whip, he has also been sitting on TV and showing a Gazette from 6 January, which is a complete book,